Okay, we are going to use DIY Mermaid Tail and Water Lily and paint blend it into the Bohemian Blue. The DIY paint, it blends so good. I'm trying to get everything adjusted here. I'm still practicing on this, going live on StreamYard. So I'm just putting some paint in this bowl, and this is our brushes. They are formulated for our DIY paint. You can use them with other paints, but it is specially formulated for this. I'm going to check my Facebook page real quick and see if it's going live. There we go. Yep, we're on. Okay, great. So with this, you will want to use a mister bottle. It doesn't dump like a regular spray bottle. See how it just mist? Okay. And this is dried. You want your base coat dry always when you're paint blending. Can you do it when it's wet? Yes, but it really helps if it's dry. So let's just get in here and just start going. So I've got my brush loaded. I'm a fairly new paint blender, so you want to work with 3 brushes. Like if you're paint blending 2 colors, you'd want a paintbrush for each color. And then you want one that you leave as a dry brush. Oh, okay, I hope it doesn't fall. Okay, let's see. So I'm just getting my dry brush. I'm gonna spray that. And you literally just marry them together. So I dipped in my color. And oh, there's my worker. Okay. And then I'm gonna get a little Bohemian Blue. I forgot to bring that by, so I'm live. So I thought, well, I'll just text her real quick on my watch and have you come get whatever you need. So now I've got a brush for my Bohemian Blue that I've already got a color on. So basically you just have 2 colors. Okay, and then we're going to use the dry brush, and sometimes I work with a rag. Now look, see, that just perfectly blended that. Then I'm going to get a little over here. And run my tail and my dry brush. That's staying really safe. I should have probably done, let's go down here. I'm gonna, just for fun, I'm doing some boho, or not boho, some water lily. I'm just gonna use my mermaid tail brush. Let me wipe it off a little bit. Oops. You're going to use a lot of brushes when you do this. Okay, I'm just messing around here on live. Can you believe that? So I want this to show up, so that's why we're going again here. Let me go down. Hey. Oh, okay. Hey, Siri, text Caitlin. Be sure and take a before picture of that bench.
What do you want to say?
Take a before picture of that bench.
Okay, I'll send this.
Okay, sorry. Okay, she didn't hear me when left. Okay, this will show up better. Okay, so I'm putting my water lily on here. Just go over in here. I kind of like that look too, but anyway. And then let's go ahead and do, I actually want to do, well, no, we'll do mermaid, or we'll do the boho blue. Okay. And then get your dry brush, your clean brush that you kind of, see how that's doing? Oh, see how that's just blending? Oh, that's so good. You guys just got to do this. It is so, like, that is a perfect blend line. Look at that. It just blends right into there. Ugh, guys, if you are afraid of blending, you just need to get in there and go, because look at that. That was so easy. That one got it. I was having some struggles up here trying to show you there. And then just kind of accidentally got some of that there, so you just go over. If you do too much or too less, just go back over with your color. So this is the tips. Have a brush for each color you're doing, and then have an extra brush that's a dry brush that you don't load with paint. You're just kind of keeping clean and dry and wiping off and merging them together, like up and down and back and forth. Okay, so let's do this one. We're gonna work right there. Why is that showing my camera? There we go. Okay. Ready? Okay. So we're going to take, so we've got this one, going over it again. This has been dried, really good and dry. And then I'm going to take some of my water lily and the DIY paint. Oh, so good. And then we're going to just do, okay. And I actually could just spray that a little bit and not go back over that with the second coat of the boho blue. And let me just see. Yeah, see how that's just blending? And if it gets too much on there, just go with that. Take your dry brush. This works so good. Look at that. Oh, it's so fun. Okay. So let's keep doing some more. Oh my word. I am literally trying to learn this platform of StreamYard and it is kicking my butt. I am not going to lie. But didn't think there was purpose in being able to use this for future YouTube videos and stuff. I would literally be done. But I'm going to keep plowing through. If anybody watches these, I do not know how. Okay, so let's do a little water lily here just because I want to continue on showing you how you can paint blend. I just tried to answer a text and it went like crazy on me. Okay. All right. So paint that's been dry for 24 hours. Okay. Which it doesn't have to, just be dry. Okay. And then you pick up your second brush with whatever color you're putting on there. So you have a clean brush with the paint color. Any new paint color you're introducing needs its own brush. Then you always work with the dry brush, 1 or 2 dry brushes, whatever. And a mister bottle. That is key. So let's just try to blend these, okay? This is my dry brush and water bottle. Very, very important. Okay, so see how I don't like that right there? So I'm just taking this color with its own brush. Just going back over that. And I am going to heavily heavily distress this, and we're going to show that in just a second. So I'm just you just kind of go back over it if you don't like it. Okay. Taking my dry brush. And it just melds it together, and there's a seamless line. It is gone. The line is gone, and it just makes a seamless transition. And then I'm just wiping my brush off, drying my brush off a little bit. So you work with several brushes is what you're going to be doing. Okay. And then let's blend some of this together. To my brush that I'm keeping semi-dry. Horizontal, vertical. Okay, look at that. That's so cool. So you just kind of keep messing with it until you feel done. I've got to put a mermaid tail up there, so let me get some mermaid tail up there. Because I did it on the right side, but not on the left. So see, up there you can tell we've got that. Okay, now I'm taking that famous dry brush that I never dipped in paint. It's famous because I keep picking him up and using him again and again. DIY paint makes this so, not all paint will blend like this. You for sure can't use a wall paint to blend. Or acrylics. It's this clay paint, and there is some other chalk type paints that will blend. And then there's some, if you ever use DIY paint, which that's what I sell because I love it. And yes, I do think it's the best. Do I think there's other good ones? Yes, I do. But this is non-toxic, and it literally is born to blend. Okay, so let's do this right there. Just blend that little color together. If you're a new blender, it is best to use a similar color family because it's just a little easier to make the transition. But I love to do a black and a white. Of course, your transition black and white makes kind of a gray when you mix them, you know. Look at that. So instead of doing too contrasty, you might want to stay in all neutrals, you know, or all blues, just different variated shades. That's the easiest way to. But look at that. That is so gorgeous. Okay, let me raise my light up and we're going to work on a bigger, a bigger part up there. Let's do some there. Okay, I lost a person. I had 2 whole live watchers and I lost one, probably because they are sick of me. It's a lot trying to figure out this. I know how to do live on Facebook, but to do it in 2 different spots, go 2 different places at the same time with this platform, it's a little bit of some struggle. So I'm putting the water lily on here. Okay. And then taking my one I've never dipped with the water, spraying it. Look at that. It just melds. Oh, it's so good. If you get too much, just go back with some of your other color. Okay. And let's go vertical and horizontal back and forth until it just blends. Wiping your brush off in between. And I picked up the base color that's been dry and I'm just kind of oh my goodness. That is looking so good and so fun. Look at that. Okay, let's do some wet distressing now. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one that I was using. Just have a wet wash rag. Let me do that first. I'm going to put boards on this so people can actually use it for a seat or a plant stand or kind of just a decor piece in their room to set their purse on. Could be like a little, you know, entry bench because it's kind of not super sturdy. I could probably make it that way. And once I put the cross boards on here, that is going to sturdy it up. But it might not be when you want your 6'8" grandson coming over and, you know, playing spoons at the table in, right? It's not like super sturdy. But look at that. Look how good. It just, then when you can wet distress, you're not having sand all over your house. And it just, oh, I just think it adds so much to this. And then all we will need to do is either use our DIY wax to seal this clay paint or use our liquid patina or our Big Top, which is a water-based top coat. So, and then it will be ready to go. But look at that. I just think that's looking so cute. Okay, so let's just this a little bit. Anytime I find the wood stained, the dark wood stain, that's my favorite pieces. Oh, I am like score, base coat already done. And then I also like to get painted pieces, even if they have latex paint on them. You can put our clay paint over it, and you've got a base coat to add some dimension that, and it has a lot going on that you didn't have to work for, you know? Look how cute this is looking. Okay, so right there, I never even finished that, but let's just blend it out a little bit. Look, cute. And see how this is wet? That's kind of what it'll look like when you top coat it. It just deepens the color a little bit. Okay, I wish I could turn this around and say goodbye, but it doesn't do that on this. I have no idea if I'll be on here. But goodbye. Thanks for watching.